Um, welcome to Sunday Morning Mindful Flow. Wonderful to be back today. I feel refreshed and um, just having that week away is a nice break. I did try to do a little yoga each morning out on my deck, just enough to keep a little bit stretched out, but haven't done a full practice since I left you a week ago. So it'll be good for me as well. So we are going to be doing some hip opening today. I felt that calling to me yesterday when I finally realized I haven't really had too many hip stretches this week, and really needed to do that. So that was what sort of inspired me today. We're going to start in a supine Baddha Konasana. So I'm going to suggest that you lay down on the mat. And if you have very tight hips, you may want to either use a couple of pillows underneath your thighs. You can always bring your blocks to the outside of your thighs to give a little bit of a landing spot for the legs. Or if you feel okay, just let the knees open to whatever extent that feels comfortable for you. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, lightly pressing the right and the left foot toward each other. Bring your hands lightly down on the mat, relax your shoulders. Make sure you feel evenly weighted from side to side. And take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in. And then just let it all the way out. Again, let's take another deep breath in. And then let it out all the way, just deflate like a balloon. And one more time. Just like that. All right, and then now that you're beginning to fall into and settle into a place that feels comfortable and feels solid and stable, bring your attention to your pelvis, the belly region, your hips and thighs, and see if you can draw your breath into that area, and notice if there's any places there that are particularly tight or need a little soothing breath to relax. You do notice those areas, allow your breath to swirl around and soften any tightness you may be feeling. Soften your shoulders a little bit more down toward the earth. Begin to drop into your sacred space. Feeling your breath moving in and out in a very natural, continuous manner. Today's practice, we're not going to aim toward perfection. We're not going to aim toward an exact science on any of the asana. Our goal today will be simply to move and flow in a way that feels natural and completely innate for your body. mantra or the affirmation that I will offer today is to flow like water. Let go and let flow. So with each breath, notice the pattern, notice the flow of the energy moving in and out of your body. Mixing and adapting to the energy of the earth below. Let go and let flow. Feel your knees drawing down toward the mat. The light pressure of your soles reaching toward each other. And see if you can push away any thoughts that enter your mind like clouds across a blue sky. About another minute, so just relax down as you enter your mindful practice. Take 5 more breaths right here. Notice how each one connects to the one before and simultaneously reaches out and connects to the one to come. Like waves in the ocean. One more inhalation. Draw this one deep down into the belly. Hold it there just momentarily. And then exhale and let it all out. On your next inhalation, begin to lift your knees, raising them up to the center and heel toe your feet out to the outer edges of your mat. Let your knees and thighs drop inward toward each other, gently turning in, and take the very slightest of a pelvic tilt, Gently pressing your thighs toward the midline. Inhale again, keep breathing. Gentle and slow. One more. And then release your spine down to neutral. Heel toe your feet slightly in. And then extend your left leg down the mat. Draw your right knee into your chest. Hug your right knee in. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee, your right arm into a T off the shoulder, and then draw your right knee and thigh over to the left, creating a little twist just through the lower part of the body. Keep your right shoulder planted down, your gaze is upward. Breathe in and feel the stretch along the right gluteal muscle and maybe into the lower back. Gently relax your right shoulder down and coax your right ear toward its shoulder. Let go and let flow. Gently roll back to center. Bring your right foot down to the mat and extend your right leg. Draw the left knee into your chest and hug your left knee in. This time your right hand will go to the outside of your left knee, your left arm into a T as you gently roll your left leg over your body to the right. But only so far as you can keep that left shoulder down on the mat. Inhale, exhale, and soften through the left hip and thigh. Left shoulder drops down to the earth. And if it feels appropriate, you can coax your left ear down toward your shoulder. 3 full breaths here. And on your next inhalation, you can roll back to the center. This time, hug both knees into your chest. Hold them up. Bring your head in. Curl yourself up into a little ball. Inhale. Exhale. And let it all go. Bring your feet back down. You can go ahead and roll to one side or the other. Help yourself up. We'll swing the legs around and come into tabletop position. So starting out in tabletop, take a moment. Check the alignment of your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, your knees and hips. So you're making a nice square box with your body. Elongate through the spine and bring the crown of the head off and toward the front of your mat. Your tailbone is going to reach backward as if you are creating spaces between each of the vertebral discs. Breathe in and imagine that breath swirling around your spine, in and out of each column of vertebra. On your next breath in, we're going to drop the belly all the way down. Let your hips open and splay wide. Soften your elbows and draw the heart forward. Come into cow tilt. As you exhale, arch your back. Lift the back of the heart up toward the ceiling. Chin comes to your chest for cat stretch. Inhale deeply for cow. Exhale into cat. Again, keep rolling through, feeling the wave of your spine now in sync with the wave of your breath. Keep that going. Subsequent cat. And another cow. Let's do one more full round. And we'll all meet back into a neutral spine. Go ahead and bring your right elbow down underneath your right shoulder. Stretch your left arm forward. Walk your fingers out as forward as they can go, stretching and reaching until you feel that stretch all the way from your left fingers through the left side of your body and back toward the hip. Let your forehead come down on top of your right forearm and melt your heart. Just let it sink down toward the earth. Beautiful stretch on the left side as we come into Anahatasana, melting heart. Continue the breath. Melting your heart further down and releasing underneath the left armpit. One more deep breath here. Slide your left hand back. Bring it down underneath the shoulder. Right palm comes down. Another round of cat-cow. So inhale, arch the back. Bring the heart slightly forward and then exhale into cat. Two more like that again. Inhale. Flow like the wave of the ocean. One more cow. One more cat. Inhale back to a neutral spine. This time left elbow comes down under left shoulder. We're going to take the right hand, slide it forward as far as you can go with that right palm, reaching and stretching, releasing your forehead down and just letting your heart sink down toward the earth. Deeply breathe in, feel the right side of your body stretch and open up. Back of the heart is heavy. Melt down into your mat. Two more breaths here. Press the palm down, left palm lift up, and 3 more rounds of cat-cow. So take another cow tilt, inhale, exhale to cat, inhale to cow, exhale to cat, inhale to cow, and to cat. Back to a neutral spine, curl your toes under, lift your knees off the mat and press back to a nice long downward facing dog. You can keep your knees nice and soft if your hamstrings are not stretched out, need a little bit of help. But do press your sits bones up toward the ceiling, stretch and reach under both armpits, extend through the spine, relax your neck. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way through the length of the spine. Gently walk your feet and tiptoe up to the front of your mat, coming into a forward folding position. Use your blocks if you like to bring the mat up to you if your hands don't comfortably reach the ground. Let your neck relax. Just give it a couple of yes/no shakes here. can also soften your knees as much as you like, even dropping your torso all the way down on the knees if that feels more comfortable. Just relax here in a supported ragdoll. And then inhale deeply, slide your hands up your shins, come just halfway up and bring the crown of the head forward, the tailbone back. Come to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hinging from your hip crease, and fold once again. Inhale, this time we're going to root down through the feet and lift all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Deep breath at the top of your inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down by your side, mountain pose. Inhale, bring the arms straight back up. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, and press your palms up toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift higher, and then as you exhale, crescent over to the right, pressing down through the outside of the left ankle and opening the whole left side of your body. One more breath here. Keep stretching. Slightly roll that left shoulder back. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, bend over to the left, pressing down now through the outside of the right ankle. Roll the right shoulder back ever so slightly. You can gaze upward if that feels okay on your neck. And then inhale, back to center, release your hands, and cascade forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, hands down and fold. Step back once again, downward facing dog. Nice long down dog here. One more breath. Flow and let it go. Very nice. Inhale, come forward to a plank position. Exhale, we're going to drop the knees down and press back to an extended child. Inhale, next come forward to hands and knees, and exhale, lower down to the belly, coming into a prone position. Widen your hands ever so slightly beyond the shoulders, press down through the pubic bone and lift up to a baby cobra. Just feeling the initial stretch, the arch in the upper back. Heart is reaching forward. Your neck is a nice long extension of the thoracic spine. Exhale, release the front body down. Press down as you inhale and back up to a plank. And then press back, downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward. Come to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, Ardha. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root down and rise all the way up. Upward facing hands. Exhale, this time right hand comes to your right side. Left arm reaches up and over the ear, again for a crescent fold. To the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down. Right fingers reach up and then fold again, crescent toward the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale deeply, come halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down and fold. Step back to plank. As you exhale next, we're going to lower the knees and then press back to extended child. Inhale, rock forward, hands and knees, and exhale again down to the belly. Inhale, press up to cobra, maybe rising a little bit higher this time. Inhalation and then lower back down. Inhale, press back up to a plank. And then exhale, back downward facing dog. One additional breath here. And release. All right, from downward facing dog, we're going to bring the right knee forward and between the hands for a low runner's lunge with the right foot forward. Lengthen through your spine, lift up through the back of the left thigh. Crown of the head is reaching forward, come up to fingertips. Perhaps let go of your mat and bring your hands backwards for a lightning bolt stance. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Plant the left palm down. Again, we're using the mat or blocks here to facilitate your lunge. And the right arm is going to swing open, heart revolving to the right for a twist. Exhale, bring the right hand back down and lower the left knee. Lift up, Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. One additional breath here as we lift the hands up, reaching north and south, tailbone reaching down, and maybe take a little bit more of a back bend if you wish. Inhale, upward hands. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Walk your hands backwards and straighten your right leg. Flexing the right foot. Inhaling, looking forward, coming up to fingertips. And then exhaling, folding over your straight right leg for Hanumanasana, half split. Inhale, come up to fingertips. Exhale and fold, pressing your right hip back and left hip forward. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Walk your hands forward, come back to the front of the mat on your next inhalation. Lift the left knee up. From here, we're going to lift up all the way to a high crescent. So harness your core energy, arms reach forward and up. Square your hips to the front and open your heart. Breathe. Let go and let flow. One more breath here in high crescent. On your next exhalation, we're going to drop the left heel. Open the arms wide and come into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, soften your shoulders. One more breath. Holding and just feeling the pose, not worrying about perfection today. Inhale, straighten your right leg, bring your arms together, arch back and open your right ribs. And then exhale back to Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, arms together. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, arms together. Exhale, Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, we're going to straighten the right leg. Take the right palm and reach out over the right toes. Moving toward Trikonasana, we'll bring the right hand down to your shin, a block, or the mat, and lift the left arm up for triangle pose. Breathe here, feel the beautiful symmetry and balance of this pose. Nice deep breath. And then slowly rise back up, reach your arms forward and back, dip into your right knee back to Warrior 2. Parallel your feet, so turn your right foot and left so that they're parallel and open wide. And then hands to waist as we fold forward in wide leg forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Your hands down, release your neck. Deep breath in, straighten your arms, walk your fingers forward and lengthen. And then exhale, release down and fold. Again, inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Once again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your elbows back and fold. This time as you inhale, you're going to bring the energy up through the inner thighs, bring your hands to your waist, and then lift up to a flat back and slowly with control, bring yourself all the way back up. Open your arms wide for 5-point star. Pivot on your front foot, toes forward. Slightly change your left foot to a 45-degree angle and then come into Warrior Two once again. From Warrior Two, we're going to bring the left arm up, reach it around, cartwheel it down to the mat, and come back into a low lunging twist. Bring your hand to reach back toward your left toes. So stay in your lunge, but right hand is reaching back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, reach the right hand forward. And then down to the mat for low runner's lunge. Slide your right foot back, come into downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward, come to the front of the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hands down and fold. Inhale, lift your arms up, reach overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, open your heart. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Step back once again, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees down, press back, extended child. Inhale, rock forward to table, and then exhale, flow down, let your belly come all the way down. Next breath in flows you up, lifting up into a cobra. Exhale, releases down. Inhale, press up strongly to plank, and then exhale, back, downward facing dog. One additional breath here. All the way up and down the spine. Beautiful. This time we're going to bring the left foot forward between the hands to come into our low runner's lunge. Take a moment, feel the length in your body as you press back with the right thigh. Lengthen the crown of the head forward and feel your core engage. Come up to fingertips, maybe lifting the hands off the mat, reaching your fingertips backward, coming into lightning bolt. Deep breath here, steady. And then hands come right back down to the mat. Right palm comes down, left arm sweeps out. Rotate your heart to the left for a twist. Exhale, bring that left hand down and drop your right knee to the mat. Lift up, Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Reach the fingers up, and on your next breath, if you like, take the back bend, coming into a full crescent. Upward facing hands, and then hands come right back down to the mat. Next breath in, we're going to walk the hands backwards and straighten the left leg. Pressing the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale and lengthen through your spine from crown to tailbone, and exhale, bend your elbows and fold over your left leg. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen one more time. Exhale and fold, Hanumanasana. Inhale, bring your hands forward. Place them on either side of that left foot and lift your right knee back up, low runner's lunge. Transitioning to high lunge, harness your core energy, squeeze your inner thighs together and lift yourself all the way up for high crescent. additional breath here. Heart is open and wide. Beauty of the day all around us. One more breath in, and then on your exhale, we'll drop the right heel down. Slightly change leg position so that we can come into Virabhadrasana 2, facing toward the right. Very nice. Inhale, lift that heart higher. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Next breath in, we'll straighten the left knee, bring the hands together in the center. Exhale, back to Warrior 2. Inhale and straighten. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, Warrior 2. This time we'll just straighten the left knee and we'll reach that left arm out, reaching way out over the left toes, and then windmilling the left hand down, coming into Trikonasana Triangle. Open your right shoulder, make sure that your feet are grounding you. The equanimity of this pose is wonderful when you have it all in sync. Let go and let flow. One more breath, keep moving with that breath. One more time, now inhale, lift yourself up. Come back into Warrior 2 by dipping into the left knee. Windmill the right arm, cartwheel the right arm around, bring it down to the mat. Lift your left arm up. One more time in a lunging twist. Then your left fingers are going to reach backward toward your right toes. Inhale, bring the left hand straight back up. And then you're going to bring those left fingers forward, reaching out. Left hand comes back down to the mat. Left leg slides back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees down, press back, extended child. Inhale, come back to hands and knees. Exhale, roll down to your belly. Inhale, presses you up, lifts that heart. Come into a beautiful cobra this time. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, press yourself up one more time strongly to plank. And then back to downward facing dog. One more full breath here. Take it all in. Blow it all out. All right, from downward facing dog, we're going to bring the toes together to touch. We're going to lift the right leg up. Reach those toes upward. Keep your hips square, but lift that leg as high as you can. That feels reasonable. And then bend the right knee. Drop your foot towards your backside and open the right knee out to the right. We're going to press that right foot away to the left, coming into upward scorpion. So you're slightly opening that right hip over to the right side. Breathe and steady. Bring your hips back to a square position and then bring that right leg forward. We're going to come into pigeon, so bring the right foot behind the left hand. Drop the right knee behind the right hand. Slowly lower the body down, letting your pelvis sink down. Steady yourself and make sure that your hips feel nice and steady and square before you lower the rest of the body. So you really want to take a moment, ease into pigeon. And then as you're ready, you can bring your forearms down in front. They can come to blocks. They can stay up on the forearms, or you can let your head come all the way down. Just continue to breathe into your hips, just as we did at the beginning. Allowing the breath to swirl around and and soften any tightness that arises. Go and let flow like waves in the ocean. Each one cresting, retreating, and connecting to the next. More breaths. Treating pigeon much more like a yin pose, so we want to try to relax as much as possible. Going a little deeper. Holding back from crossing over the edge, never going to pain. Just to a deep, deep engagement. Slowly bring your hands back up under your shoulders. Curl your left toe, lift the left knee up, and slide your right leg back. Press back, downward facing dog. Bring your toes together to touch once again, and then lift your left leg up, this time for split leg dog. Reaching the toes high, extending. And then drop your left foot down toward your backside so your knee is bent. Then bring that knee out to the left and start to push your left foot away toward the right. So you're opening that left hip. You may gaze under your left armpit. You may gaze under your right armpit and see. Just make sure your neck feels happy. And then bring your hips back to a square position. Bring your left knee forward, coming into pigeon now on the other side. Left knee behind your left hand. Left foot behind your right hand. And begin the process again. Sliding down, really taking it slow. Making sure your hips are square. Remember, you can always bring a pillow or a blanket underneath the raised hip to help even things out. You want to make sure that you stay on an even keel and you're not listing from one side to the other. Whenever you're ready, feel free to bring your forearms down, support your head, and begin the process of relaxing on this side. Tightness, use the breath to relax, to calm your mind, calm your body. Go and let flow. Several more breaths. Up your head, bring your hands back under your shoulders for support. Curl the right toes to lift that right knee up, creating space to slide your left leg all the way back. Stretch into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Let's tiptoe back up to the front of the mat. Come into forward fold once again. Inhale, come all the way up, slowly rising. Bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands by your side. Center your weight onto your left foot and lift your right knee up. Arms are going to reach up and knee reaches up. So fingers and knee reach up. Exhale, tap your foot back and your hands come backwards as well. Inhale, lift and reach, knee and fingers. Exhale, tap it back. Inhale, reach. One more time, exhale back. This time we're going to inhale, lift the right knee. We're going to externally rotate that right hip and bring the right foot inward. So I'm going to turn to face you. So we're going to bring the knee out and the foot slightly to the side. One hand comes around the body, the other hand comes up like a ballerina. And then once you've established your balance, we'll simply switch the arms. Switch, switch, switch. One more time, this is Dancing Shiva. And bring that leg down. We'll try it on the other side. So this time, weight into the right leg. Lift the knee up, fingers up. Exhale, tap it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. This time, inhale, lift. We'll just lift the left knee. Bring the foot inward. The hip opens to the outside. So we're slightly tilting that left hip outward. Right hand around the belly, left hand up over your head. Find your balance and then switch the arms. Switch, switch. Imagine Dancing Shiva. Smile a little bit. This is meant to be fun. And then switch one more time and bring the left foot down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And this time we're just going to bring the knees down and come all the way down on the mat. Legs are going to come around in front. Coming into a little twist before we roll all the way down. Right foot crosses over the left knee, left leg is extended. Ground down through your sits bones, lift your spine high. Right arm comes around, that's your left arm. Left arm comes around the right knee. Right arm comes behind the body. Come into your twist. Move slowly and eventually look over your right shoulder. Breathe deeply, keep lengthening through the spine. One more breath. It's a nice little stretch for that right hip as well. And then unwind, come back to center. Extend your right leg down the mat. Left foot crosses over the right knee. Lift and lengthen. This time right arm wraps around the knee, left arm comes behind the body. Lift up and then begin your twist to the left. Moving slowly. rolling that left hip in, feeling that stretch. And unwind, come back to center, and we're gonna roll it all the way down. Go ahead and bring both knees into the chest, hug both knees in. Place one hand on top of each knee and just create some really small circles with the sacrum, moving the knees in a very small circle to massage the lower back. Making those hips feel pretty good too. And then you can change the direction of the circles. Both feet down on the mat. We're just going to extend both legs long and come into a completely neutral corpse position. If you have something you would like to set up for your Shavasana your way, you can always bring in supports, bolsters, blankets, whatever you would like, whatever facilitates complete feeling of restfulness. And just begin to relax down. In today's practice, we weren't trying to aim toward perfection. Just aiming to feel and flow and let go of the patterns of the mind. Just going on autopilot to enjoy the feeling of this practice. See if you can continue that during your Shavasana and just your mind as clear and spacious as you can. begin to draw a little more deeper breath into your body. Allowing yourself more awareness of your space and place, your mat, your home. Deeply filling your lungs, flowing back out again. As you're ready, you can begin to bend your knees. Draw your feet up. Perhaps hug your knees into your chest. Transitioning in your own way up to a comfortable seat. So we may close practice together. Let's each draw our arms up, reach them overhead, lifting our spirits and our inner sight toward the heavens. And then bring the hands down to the heart center, to the center of our own heart light. May you each remain open and feel the beauty and the innate flow of life within you today. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Om Shanti and Namaste. Thank you.
Thanks, Dick.
You're so welcome. I hope that feels good for you today. So glad to be back.